show tonight. Mary Tyler Moore, Dick Van Dyke are on their way out, back together again from the new movie Manic. Actress Zoe Deschanel is here, and stand-up comedian Bob Marley will perform as well. Let's get right to it. We got a lot of show tonight. My first guest starred together in 1961, probably, I think, one of the best TV shows ever. They're currently starring again together in the Pulitzer Prize-winning play The Gin Game, which will air on PBS this Sunday, May 4th, 9 p.m. Please welcome Dick Van Dyke and Mary Tyler Moore. Oh, this, you know, I probably never told you this, but, you know, I was born in New Rochelle where the Dick Van Dyke Show took place.
No.
Yes, and I actually used to, like, drive around when I was a kid. We'd try to find your house.
Bunny Meadow Road.
Yeah.
You couldn't find it?
Oh, there were those. But it was it 1961?
Yeah.
It's hard to believe, isn't
I know,
it?
it is. It's thoroughly depressing.
Well, no, it's not depressing. I mean, is that where you guys met? Did you sort of meet on the set, or did you know each other beforehand?
Met on the set.
We met, well, in Carl Reiner's office.
Yeah.
Right, which was near the set. I just want to keep it accurate.
But I mean, did either of you have a say in the other person's casting? I mean, you two were so perfect. I mean, did Carl just know, well, that's perfect?
No, it was the Dick Van Dyke Show. I didn't have any
Well, that's
say
true.
in the casting of Dick.
Yeah, well, that's true.
No. And he actually did have a say in the casting of me, but he didn't win. So that
What do you mean I
good.
didn't win?
You said I was too young.
She was beautiful, but so young.
Why is that bad?
It was a negative.
It's not, now it's not bad.
No, no. Well, how old were you when you started? You were just...
I was 23.
Oh,
23 years old.
That's not young. That's not that young. That's
No,
not like
I was
your
actually
child.
22, and
Yeah.
I lied about my age because I knew he was a much older man.
But that wasn't your first job, right? No.
No. I had done many, many things. Prime among them, the most noteworthy, of course, was the ongoing role of Happy Hot Point, the dancing elf on the Ozzie and Harriet show.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, there you go. You can't beat that. Just the dancing elf. Yeah.
Selling those Hot Point appliances.
Yeah. Now, and you did something before. Didn't you play an elf or what was your thing?
An elf?
Not an elf, but a...
No, I did a lot. I did game shows, news show, everything.
What were the Merry Mutes? What was that?
Oh, that was my first job.
Okay, no. What
My
was
friend brought me out here in 1947. Can you believe that?
Well, were you state then? I guess so.
No, there was no television. There was no Jay Leno.
But there's no television. Why'd you come out?
In those days, it was very popular to pantomime to records, kind of like Milli Vanilli.
Right. Oh, yeah. So, who did you pantomime? Like, who was the hot act that you would...
We didn't do a hot act. We did the funny things, like there was a group called Spike Jones and the the City Slickers, right. Red Eagle and the Natural Seven. You've got to be my age to remember who they were. Okay. And we'd do takeoffs on operatic arias and things like that.
Okay.
We were really pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty bad, yeah. Well, how could you be bad? The other person's singing. All right, look, we'll take a little break, but more with Dick and Mary right after this. Now, I know the whole series of the show, 75 episodes coming out on DVD. That's like 2 full working weeks of watching the show. That's it's a lot of hours.
And I don't get 1 penny for it.
That's right, you guys, that's right.
Don't you really?
No.
You mean
I'll
you
give
do?
You some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, now just
I'll
take
share
it to
with
lunch.
you.
Well, I want to ask you guys, because you must be shocked at how much broadcast standards have changed. Because when you did the show, well, tell people you had to have, what, twin beds?
Twin beds.
Yes, right. Which leads me to believe that they conceived Richie on the kitchen table.
But didn't you always have to have... I don't think I ever saw you even sit on each other's beds, right, in the show. Right? You always kind of went like you were at camp.
The rule was if you had 1 foot on the floor, you could do that.
Oh, is that what
Wasn't
it was?
that it?
Right. But we had to wear pajamas. I mean.
Oh, full pajamas, yeah.
Yeah.
No negligence.
No, they even had pockets.
Yeah.
And didn't your capri pants, weren't those like a huge, like, not a
I was limited in the amount that I could wear. Not at one time, mind you.
Yeah.
But I was only allowed to wear them in one scene per show because they felt that the cupping under was too attractive to men. They might get
butacle area.
You know,
There was a lot of that. They had to let them out a little. They cupped too much and they told her to let them out.
Now, did these...
You're insane.
So somebody was watching anyway.
Yeah, I guess so.
But did these standards seem like the norm for the day, or did you ever feel, oh, this is ridiculous, we can't do
No,
this?
it felt absolutely right. I mean, we thought of ourselves as pioneers because we could actually hug and kiss each other full on the face, which Danny and Marjorie Lord couldn't do, you know, so we thought we had to really come forward.
Very racy.
Yeah, right.
Do they still have the standards and practices that department?
They have standards, but nobody practices
Nobody practices it. Well, you know what we used to do? When we had something we needed to, you know, was a little maybe questionable, we would create a red herring, a really outrageous thing, and then fight them tooth and nail on that, and then slip the other one through.
Oh, that's very good. That's very good. Well, let's show a clip. We have a clip. This is a clip from... oh, I remember this episode. Okay, take a look. This is from the DVD
You weren't born
collection.
yet, man.
1, 2, 3. What is that?
Well, are you satisfied?
That looks very fashion conscious now.
Yes, really. Well, that's because Laura thought Rob was losing interest in her, and that was her bid, not to do the blonde and the brunette, but to get the whole thing done blonde, and she didn't have time.
I think that was the first show that Carl Wright really wrote a comedy performance for you.
It's true.
The first episode.
I was hired to be the straight man for everyone on the show, and he noticed that I would occasionally laugh on my own or say funny things. And so he started writing funny stuff for me. And this one was behind me 100%. He kept saying, go, do it. Or he'd give me a little suggestion. Try doing this when you do that. And, you know.
No, but it really worked. Can I ask you a huge favor?
Yeah.
Can you just give me an "Oh, Rob"? I don't mean to put you on the spot. But can I just? Hang on.
Oh, Rob!
There you go. There you go. Very good. That's very good. Very good.
Would you like a bonus?
Yes.
Here's the bonus. Mr. Grant.
Oh, very good. Yes. Very good. Now tell us about the gin game. Now this is a complete departure.
Oh boy,
is this the X-rated Dick Van Dyke?
Well, you're bored. Yeah, it really is comparatively speaking.
Have you ever used language like this on stage before?
You know the story of the gin game at all?
I know the play.
Well, it's two elderly people in a retirement home who meet there and fall into a relationship, and that's mainly what it is. But what really made me angry was that she had to spend about 2 hours in makeup looking old. They didn't have to do anything to me.
Yeah, just walk right in. Now, Mary, you told me you warned your dad. Tell people that.
Well, there is some unexpected language toward the end. But before we get to that, let me just say it is a dear, sweet story of these
it's a wonderful story. I didn't mean to imply it, but...
No, I mean, and they can almost make their lives bearable with each other. And instead, though, it turns in on itself and it gets mean and nasty and competitive. And there is some rough language in this. And I said to my father, we had a screening last night, and I said, Dad, I don't know if you're going to actually come, are you? Because there's really tough language in it. I personally say a word in particular that's not going to be easy to hear.
Very well, too.
And he said, I am not a child, Mary. But guess who didn't show up for the screening last night?
Did he really?
No.
Oh, that's great.
There you go. And I just love the fact you have to check with your dad. That makes
Well,
me
yeah. I mean, he's 90 years old.
Oh, well, God bless him.
You know.
That's great. That's great. Well, I want to thank both you guys. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
It's a real thrill and a real honor. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you,
Dick. Gin Game on Sunday. Be right back with Zoe Deschanel right after this. Thank you, guys.